Good evening and welcome to day 9 of the Linux Mint Challenge. Now, I missed day 6, 7, and 8. Some stuff happened, got sidetracked, and was not able to record day 6, 7, and 8. But I'll be condensing down those 3 missed days into this day 9 video. Now let's get started. If you haven't heard of Gizmodo or of Kotaku, then you're missing out on the Gawker network. There's this article on Gizmodo that basically gives you links to all these different areas that you can go ahead and get free education. I just signed up for Khan Academy, and for me, it's a good refresher for a lot of things that I haven't been using in a long time. Some of the things that I did on Saturday was look up those Android HDMI based computers. You may have seen them on YouTube and whatnot. Pretty interested in those, possibly a future video. Now, I have to give a shout out to all the other YouTube channels that have been helping me through this Linux challenge. First off, Nixie Pixel's OS Alt. That's where I got the idea for using Linux Mint. The other competitor would have been Ubuntu, possibly again Ubuntu 13.04. But as I had already used it on my server with the ZFS file system, I figured I'd give Linux Mint a try as it was supposed to be a more user-friendly version of Ubuntu. Now on Sunday, the 19th, I picked up another monitor, so that is what is enabling me to record these videos in 1080p. Now, when I work with these files in Kdenlive, I tend to run into errors when I try to encode it, so I've been having to encode it into Mpeg 2 file formats. So I came across this video on YouTube on this channel High Geek Value with host Booey, and in it he walks you through on how to reinstall the actual codecs, basically with an extra at the end instead of the standard lib AV codec 5.3 format 5.3 and utility 5.1. So I'm going to go ahead and live try to update these and we'll go from there. Alright, I had to watch that video again as it's been a while, so we're going to go ahead and open up your software manager. And I'm going to pause it again as software manager takes about 30 seconds to load. Okay, so we got software manager up. I'm going to go ahead and look for these files. LIBAV codec. Oh, is it crashing? Yes, sirree. Alright, that was a little embarrassing. Apparently, you want to make sure that you go to Edit Preferences and unclick the search while typing because it crashed 3 times after I pushed the pause button. So let's try this one more time. LIBAV codec dash extra dash 5.3. Now I'm going to leave a link in the description below, and in that link it'll have a step-by-step instructions and walk you straight through this. Essentially, you're going to be replacing the original codecs which didn't have the extra in here, and in doing so it'll give you the ability to modify and save the files as Mpeg 4 and additional codecs that were not installed with the base install of Linux Mint. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this and let you click on Booey's video instead and watch his video there. And shout out to you, Booey, you are awesome. Alrighty, now another thing that was happening to me was I had my power settings, and I'm again used to Windows. I had my power preferences, set so that essentially my screen would not turn off, so that when I was watching videos, especially videos on YouTube, the screen wouldn't go to sleep. Unfortunately, it kept doing so. I failed to realize that perhaps it was a screensaver, and once I went to the screensavers, I found out that's exactly what it was. When I went into my preferences and searched for the screensaver function, I realized fairly quickly that there is a screensaver that turns your screen entirely black after it dims it, and then that causes your screen to look as if your monitor is going into power save mode. So to turn your screensaver off, you just go down to your menu, type in a screen, and then you'll see your screensaver here. Once you click on it and open it up, um, it'll be defaulted to blank screen. And my actual time was at 5 minutes, so 5 minutes into the video, it would start to dim to black and eventually turn black. So even though my power settings were correct, my screen would still turn black. So all you gotta do is go ahead and disable that, and you shouldn't have an issue anymore with that. So basically uncheck this activate screensaver when computers idle, and that's the disable feature for Linux Mint. Alright, and to round this off, in my last video I complained that normally in Windows I am able to drill down to the root system files and find and edit files within Windows. Linux, just like Windows, has the capability of hiding your system folders to prevent novice users from deleting or editing files that they shouldn't be messing with. And all you have to do is check this one box right here in your file management preferences. So to get to it again, you just, edit, then you go down to preferences and make sure you have this show hidden and backup files checked, and you'll be able to see all those hidden files that I, for example, wasn't able to see earlier. That about wraps up everything that went on this weekend with my Linux Mint challenge. Again, if you liked the video, leave a thumbs up, or if you dislike the video, leave a thumbs down. Your feedback will determine future videos. Have a great evening.